and welcome to my first VideoBlog, whatever one wants to call it. And this is something that was a little bit new for me. This is something I wanted to try really as a result of quite a lot of the work I've been doing over the last few years on how one uses social networks to communicate, collaborate and to share ideas. And looking at YouTube, I was particularly interested in how the VideoBlog system could be used to help with that. So what I wanted to do, going alongside the work I've been doing with Robin Christopherson from AbilityNet on the monthly podcast we deliver, the blog, the wiki and all the other things that I do, is to try out something a little bit different. And I really apologise for the fact that means that you can see me. I've only just got up, it's a Sunday morning, the house is quiet, which is why I'm doing it now. So, what this video blog is really going to be about is some of the things that I work on in the area of assistive technology and accessibility. I'm very lucky I get to see all sorts of interesting things, and I thought this was one chance to share that with people. I'm now going to cough. I do that a lot. But, that apart, one of the things I wanted to talk about in this first video log was some work I've been doing last week on the Brain-Able project, which is a brain control system. And it's been really quite interesting last week in Barcelona, looking at the components of the system. One of the things that hits you very quickly in terms of these new technologies is that the potential for people with a disability is quite significant. But actually some of these technologies work now and actually could be made available for users fairly quickly. But actually what tends to happen with these technologies is we start to try to add more and more things on, and as a result the immediate benefits that could be made available don't. And what actually happens is we don't share that with wider communities outside perhaps the academic community, and that prevents that user feedback that could really influence future design from happening. Now that's a problem, and I'll tell you why that's a problem. Because we don't get that user feedback, we make some mistakes in the future design. And because we're not using a user-centered design protocol, what happens is that some of the things that could actually be made a lot more usable very quickly don't actually get done. I'll give you a really good example from some work that I saw, which is that the scanning keyboard that was set up had been set up by people who actually don't know a great deal about scanning keyboards. Why should they? But actually there's a huge number of those keyboards available out in the community, out in the open source community as well as the commercial community, where when you look at them you start to see how they organise information, whether it just be the shape and size of letters, contrasts, the speed and pace of scan. And it's really important, I think, for some of these innovations that we learn from what's already been done. If nothing else, hopefully, it's a big hopefully, we won't make the same mistakes again. Anyway, over the next few months I'll let you know more about that project and about some of the other things that we've been seeing and doing. But for now, that's the first one.